Hello dear students, good morning. As in previous lecture, I told you about the method of preparation of haloalkane. In that method, I told you about the preparation of haloalkane from hydrocarbon, that is from alkane and alkyne. Then I also told you about the preparation of haloalkane from alcohol. From alcohol, I also told you this is most important method for preparation of for preparation of haloalkanes. And I also told you that here you learn about the preparation of haloalkane from alcohol, but in alcohol chapter you learn the property of alcohol. So that's why I told you that one reactions may be preparation of one chemical and also may be the property of other chemical. So that's why this is very important to focus on that type of reactions. Now dear students, let us focus on the method of preparation of haloarine. So look at here. First of all, the first method of preparation of haloarine, which you have to know for board examinations, by direct halogenation. Basically it is electrophilic substitution reaction, that is the common reaction of benzene ring. So now look the conditions. Here benzene ring given to you. Now this benzene ring react with the Cl2 in presence of a catalyst. The catalyst anhydrous AlCl3. Here anhydrous means they have no water, and also you can know that here AlCl3 work as Lewis acid. Basically what happens here? Here Cl bond break with the help of AlCl3 to hold the Cl or attack here, and the bond break like this. In this condition, this generates Cl plus and also form AlCl4 minus. That's why this Cl plus attack on benzene ring and replace 1H. So that's why the name of reaction is electrophilic substitution reaction. Here the catalyst also may be iron or anhydrous FeCl3. Now look the answer. Your answer is, what happens here? Cl attached to benzene ring, that means 1H can replace by 1 Cl. Here Cl act as electrophile. So that's why this reaction is known as electrophilic substitution reaction and also form HCl. So here what happens? Benzene can convert into chlorobenzene. So by this way you can change benzene into chlorobenzene. So this is known as chlorobenzene. So by direct halogenation you can prepare chlorobenzene. Similarly you can prepare bromobenzene. Now second method of preparation of haloarine. So look at here. The second method of preparation of haloarine is by electrophilic substitution at benzene ring. So now in case of substituted benzene, this is known as toluene. So now I told you also that if the ring have one substituent So you have to look after that the substituent is ortho para director or meta director. So this I told you in general concept of organic chemistry, how we know that the given compound, that is the given group attached is ortho para director or meta director. So look at here carbon sp3 and this carbon is sp2. So due to this reason, this shows the hyperconjugation and this increase the electron density at ortho and para position. So that's why alkyl group attached to the benzene ring have ortho para directive influence. So now dear students, when Cl2 attacked in presence of anhydrous AlCl3, look at here what happens here. Again Cl either goes to ortho position, either goes to para position. So look at here two compounds may be formed, one substitution at ortho position and one at para position. Out of both, which are the major product here? So this is the major product due to less repulsion, here more repulsion, so that's why it is minor product. So in that conditions, in case of electrolytic substitution reactions of substituted benzene, so this is known as toluene. Now this is known as ortho-chlorotoluene or this is known as para-chlorotoluene. So one question may be arises, how can you prepare ortho and para-chlorotoluene from the toluene? So by this way you can prepare the ortho para-chlorotoluene. Now one thing, look at here one notable points. So one point you have noted down that if the reactions occur in the presence of sunlight or in the presence of peroxide, the same reactions are given like this, but here conditions are changed. HNU or sunlight is given or only retained temperature 333 Kelvin like this. So in all the case, this show that basically this is 383 Kelvin. Now in all the three cases, either this are given, either sunlight are given, or this is given. These cases indicate free radical substitution. So this reactions occurs by the formation of free radicals, and free radicals formed on this carbon. So that means this is the side chain substitution. So now what happens here? This will form the compound like this, CH2Cl. So that is, this is the toluene and this is known as benzyl chloride. This I also told you. This carbon is known as benzylic carbon. So that's why this is known as benzyl chloride. So if one question is arises, you want to substitution outside the ring, that is side chain substitution. So for this you have to do free radical substitution like this and this way. Either here written HNu, either sunlight or temperature. These conditions indicate the free radical substitution. So now dear students, this is very important to note down this. Now next method of preparation of haloarine. Third method, Sand-Meyer reaction. This reactions also come in chapter amine, that is unit 12. The Sand-Meyer reaction, this is also name reactions. So look here conditions. Aniline, that is ring containing NH2 group. Aniline, this has one lone pair. About this I also told you. Here what happens? The ring attached with the nitrogen atom which have lone pair, so that's why it is also ortho para director. It can donate electron to this ring and hence increase the electron density at ortho and para position. Hence NH2 is also a ortho para director. But look at here, NaNO2, sodium nitrite, HX. Here you have to focus on the temperature basically, 0 to 5 degrees centigrade. Either you can write 273 to 278 Kelvin. Here temperature is must like this. Now this will generate one chemical that is known as diazonium salt, N2X. So this is known as benzene diazonium salt. Now what happens here? When this benzene diazonium salt react with Cu2X2, so now this will produce haloarine X and liberate N2 gas. Look the condition, here X may be Cl or Br. That means by this reaction, the Sandmeyer reaction, you can prepare what? Chlorobenzene or bromobenzene. One more thing noted down that this is known as diazotization. That means conversion of aniline to benzene diazonium salt at 0 to 5 degrees centigrade in presence of NaNO2 plus HX is known as diazotization reaction. But from benzene diazonium salt to haloarine, this is known as Sandmeyer reaction. So basically the Sandmeyer reaction is this: benzene diazonium salt to conversion of haloarine is known as Sandmeyer reactions. Now students, you can also prepare iodobenzene by using benzene diazonium salt. So look the conditions. Look at here. We have taken the example of benzene diazonium salt, N2Cl. This is known as benzene diazonium chloride. Now when this will react with Ki, so this will liberate N2 gas and also form iodobenzene. So by this way you can prepare also iodobenzene. So these are about Sandmeyer reactions. This is very important reactions for conversion of benzene diazonium salt to haloarine. Now students, let us focus on the properties of haloalkanes and haloarine. So first of all, physical properties of haloalkanes and haloarine. So first of all, you have to know about the physical state, color and odor. So look at here about the color, physical state and odor. So look at here, the lower member, that is basically CH3F, CH3Br, CH3Cl, C2H5Cl, C2H5. So now these are basically colorless gas. Now up to C18, that is up to carbon 18, it is colorless liquid, having pleasant sweetish odor and liquid. Then after, that means after C18 they are colorless, odorless, solid. So these about the physical state. Now the students, next point to focus about the melting points and boiling points. So second property, melting points and boiling points. The melting points and boiling points. So look at here, the melting points of haloalkane is higher than parent alkane. So look the conditions. If we taking the example of CH3, CH2, CH2 and Cl. Here you can take CH3, CH2 and CH3. So look at here. Here due to difference in electronegativity, this bond is polar. That's why it have dipole interaction. Second one times Cl, more mass, that is directly proportional to van der Waals force. So due to polarity and more molar mass, its boiling points and melting points is higher than parent alkanes. Look at here, it only have van der Waals force of attraction due to carbon atom. So here more the mass, more will be the van der Waals force of attraction, and one more thing, that more the polarity, that's why one more force are included, that is dipole interaction. So that's why they have more melting points and boiling point than parents. Now the students, let us focus on the some other important points regarding the boiling points. So look at here about the boiling points. So this I also told you in previous lecture that boiling points depend upon surface area, that is more the surface area, more will be the boiling points. It is inversely proportional to branching, that is more the branching. It is also inversely proportional to branching, that is more the branching. What happened basically? Less will be the boiling points. It is also directly proportional to molecular mass and directly proportional to hydrogen bond. So by this way you can calculate the boiling point of given haloalkane. So now some examples are given here. First example, for same alkyl group, that means if the carbon number are same, in that conditions Ri have more boiling point than RBr have more boiling point than RCl have more boiling point than RF due to more molar mass. Because here R is same, so I have more molar mass, molar weight, that's why it is more have boiling point than RBr, and RBr have more boiling point than RCl, and RCl have more boiling point than RF. Now students, second point, for same halogen, so this is for same alkyl group. You have to focus about the boiling points for same alkyl group. Now second points, for same halogen. Now for same halogen, look the condition. CH3Cl have less boiling point than CH3CH2Cl. This have less boiling point than CH3CH2 and Cl. So this is the order of boiling points. So more the number of carbon atom, more will be the boiling points for having same halogen atom. Now next point, for the isomeric. Now third points, these points are also you can use in case of further chapters, that is in case of alcohol, in case of amines also. Now third point, for isomeric haloalkane, that's you know that isomers means having same molecular formula but different structure. So look at here, if you have given the C5H11 and Cl, now you have to draw the isomers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon. Here cell is there, CH2 and CH3. Then isomers are given like this. One branching is there, CH, CH2 and Cl. Now one more branching is there, CH3, C, CH3, CH2 and Cl. So look the condition, dear students. More the branching, and what happens here basically? So more the branching. So this have less branching, this have more branching. So less the branching, that is more the surface area, more will be the boiling points. So by this way you can calculate the boiling point order also. So this is the case of isomeric haloalkanes. One more example you can take in like this. Look at here, for C4 and H9. So look at here, CH3, CH2 and CH3, then CH3, C, CH3, CH, CH2 and Br here, Br, then one branching occurs also, CH3, C, CH3 and Br. Again look at here, more surface area, less surface area, least surface area. Either you can say more branching and less branching. The less the branching, more will be the boiling points. So by this way you can also calculate the boiling point of isomeric alkyl halide. If you looking the value of this, so you find that the boiling point of 1 bromo butane is 372 Kelvin, this have boiling point 362 Kelvin, and this have boiling point 345 Kelvin. So by this way you can also know that the boiling point also depend upon the surface area and inversely proportional to the basically branching. Now the students, next important points you have to know about the boiling point of haloarenes. So look at here about the boiling points of haloarene. So now you have to focus on the boiling point of haloarene. So boiling point of haloarene. So now ortho substituted, that is ortho dichlorobenzene, meta dichlorobenzene and para dichlorobenzene is given to you. So look at here, out of 3 which have more boiling points. How you know that? So these are basically do not have the more difference in the boiling points. So look the condition of boiling points. In this condition, 453 Kelvin, 446 Kelvin, and this have boiling points 448 Kelvin. So here not much difference in the boiling points, so that's why it cannot be separated by simple distillation. So this also you have to know about the boiling points. Now dear students, next point again, you have to know about the boiling points of haloarenes. That means if same aryl group are there, so again here fluorobenzene, chlorobenzene, bromobenzene and iodobenzene. So look at here, same aryl group but difference in halogen. So more the weight of halogen, more will be the order of boiling points. So this is the order of boiling points in case of haloarene. Now next, more important points, melting points of haloarene. Here what happens basically, melting point of para isomer is more than ortho and meta. So look the conditions here about the ortho para dichlorobenzene. So Cl at ortho position, this is known as ortho dichlorobenzene. Then meta dichlorobenzene, then para dichlorobenzene. So look at here about the condition. Now this para is symmetrically fit into crystal lattice. Just like a think about that, the para isomers can be symmetrically fit like this, and that's why it have more melting point than ortho and meta. So look the conditions of melting points. The melting. So now look the melting points of this. The melting point of this is 256 Kelvin. The melting point of meta is 249 Kelvin, and the melting point of para is 323 Kelvin. So look the condition. So due to symmetry, melting points also depend upon the symmetrical nature. So that's why due to symmetry of this para dichlorobenzene, it is have more melting point than ortho and meta. Now the students, let us focus on the dipole moments. This is also very important. So look at here about the dipole moments. So dipole moment, the next property, dipole moment, it is also very important. The symbol of dipole moment is mu. So look again here about the para have 0 dipole moments. So look at here basically the theta is 180 degree. So that's why this have 0 dipole moments. Now ortho have more dipole moments than meta. So they do not have 0 dipole moments. This also do not have 0 dipole moments. If you think about that, so the bond angle is here nearly 60 degree, and this have nearly 120 degree. So that's why the dipole moments of para isomer is 0, that is the para isomer is basically non-polar, but ortho have more dipole moment than meta. So you can also know that कि more bond angle, less is dipole moment. Now one more question arises, the dipole moment of comparison of dipole moment of chlorobenzene and cyclohexyl chloride. So how you know about this? So look at here, the dipole moment of chlorobenzene is less than dipole moment of this is cyclohexyl chloride. Either you can write the name 1-chlorocyclohexene and this is chlorobenzene. So now look at the conditions. Look at the conditions. The carbon by which Cl attached is sp2, that is have 33% S character. This carbon is sp3 hybridized, that have 25% S character. So look at the here, due to more electronegativity, due to sp2 characters, this bond is less polar than this bond. So this is less polar and this is more polar. So in term of hybridization, you can also told that chlorobenzene is less polar than cyclohexyl chloride. One more thing you can told about this, due to lone pair electrons on the Cl atom, here partial development characters develop, that's why this become less polar than this. So this is about the dipole moment which you have to know for your board examinations. Sometimes this type of question may be asked in the board examinations. Now the students, next point in physical property, solubility. So as in case of alcohol phenyl ether, that is in this chapter, carboxylic acid and amines, you can talk about the hydrogen bonding, but here no requirement of hydrogen bonding. Look at here, one question arises, haloalkanes are polar but they are not soluble in water. So this is the reason they do not form H bonding with the water. So now what happens basically here? So look the conditions. Here when it dissolve in water. So now what happens? The interaction between water, this interaction is more than the interaction developed between this. In that condition what happens? If they do not break, the energy required to break this bond is not sufficient, that's why haloalkanes are not soluble in water. So now you can think about that, the solubility, even they are more polar and can be soluble in the water, but basically it is insoluble in water. This is due to, you can also say that the solubility of haloalkane is insoluble in water even they are polar. So one question may be rises, कि haloalkanes are insoluble in water as they are polar. This I told you in solution chapter, कि polar dissolve, that means like dissolve likes, but if this not happens, the reason, so this is due to less energy is released with new interaction. This is due to less energy released with new interaction. So one thing dear students, you have to notice down that in case of solubility of haloalkanes, don't talk about the hydrogen bonding. Only you have to write down in the term of energy are less than energy formed by the new interactions. So that's why this liberates the less energy by the neutron interactions, and that's why the solubility of haloalkanes is not in water. If you write the hydrogen bonding, your answer may be wrong. So that's why don't write the H bonding in case of solubility of haloalkane. Now dear students, next point of physical property, that is the density. So now look about this, the density that is fluoro and chloro alkane are lighter than water, but bromo and iodoalkane are heavier than water. So this you have to notice down that the density of fluoroalkanes and chloroalkanes are lighter than water, but the density of bromo and iodo and also polyfluoro compound are heavier than water. Like this you can notice down that about the density. So these all about the physical properties of haloalkanes and haloarenes. Thank you dear students.